Hi guys, it's True here. Welcome to another episode of Sega Saturday. Today I'm bringing you Shinobi on the Sega Master System. It's based on the arcade game that came out in 1987, and this came out on the Master System in 1988. It's a pretty well-known game and spawned quite an awful lot of sequels, which are quite a lot better than the original. But the original does have some really good points which cemented really the gameplay into the series. Now you play as Joe Musashi, who's a ninja, and you have to move from, well, most of the levels it's left to right, but some of the levels there's a bit of backwards and forwards and a bit of vertical climbing as well. Now this version differs quite a lot to the original arcade version. First of all, in the original you were supposed to be rescuing the children who have been taken hostage by the evil Zed organisation, and in the arcade and on most other versions the children were a requirement. You couldn't exit the level until you rescued all the children on the level. In this version they're entirely optional, but they do also play a different role in the game as well by collecting certain children, or a certain amount of children, I'm not sure which it is. You actually access power-ups. As you see, I've just collected one there and it flashed up bonus stage at the top, which means I've obviously unlocked the bonus stage at the end of this level. So that's quite a bit different to the original, because in the original your bonus stage was just at the end of certain stages. Also, with the Master System you're only limited to a 2-button pad, so jumping up onto the second tier and jumping down from the second tier is handled by pushing up and jump to jump up, obviously, and down and jump to push jump back down. And the other button is to fire your ninja stars. Now on the arcade game you did have ninja magic, ninjutsu magic, and in this game, as I've found out after doing the video, you actually earn the ninjutsu magic in these bonus stages by having to complete these bonus stages. Now I actually just not doing an awful lot here because I was actually looking how to do the ninjutsu magic when I started the next stage and couldn't figure it out. Various sites said you pressed jump, held the jump button down, and then pressed the attack button, which actually turned out to be true, but you first have to earn it in the bonus stage. So that's a bit of a letdown really, because the ninja magic was quite a big part of the game really, and really helped in certain parts of the stages where there was an awful lot of enemies, or enemies placed in really precarious positions. Now I'm just pausing here because I'm still looking to actually find, I'm just looking up on the internet at how to use the magic, and didn't really find much success there. But just while I am studying this part here with the Marilyn Monroe posters actually got changed in quite a lot of versions, because we didn't like somebody took offence to Marilyn Monroe being used, and started complaining copyright and all that lot, so they had to change it in subsequent versions. I mean, graphically this is pretty close to the arcade. I mean, obviously the detail's not there and the sprites are an awful lot smaller, but graphically for a Master System game it does a damn good job really. The music's pretty good as well. It's a little bit tinny, but it does a job really. So this is my attempt to, not jumping around randomly here, this is my attempt to activate the ninja magic, which I just read up that it's jump and attack. Obviously it's not, but that's what I originally thought when I was playing the game. I think what's different in this as well is the life bar. I think it's a lot more generous in this version, because I think on the arcade and other versions it's one hit and you're dead, or a couple of hits and you're dead anyway. In this version, depending on what enemy hits you, you can take quite a few hits. Yeah, this is me just apologise, just standing here, but this is me just still trying to figured out how to use the damn magic, because like I say, it is an integral part of the game really. I mean, quite why they couldn't include the magic anyway, and just having pressed the 2 buttons down together is beyond me, but they took it on themselves to make quite a lot of changes to the actual gameplay mechanics. Yeah, so there's me trying to jump and then press the other button to activate the magic, and it's not working. The game did spawn quite a lot of sequels, the most famous of which is the Mega Drive one, which was Revenge of Shinobi. And that also spawned a sequel as well, Revenge of Shinobi 2, or Shinobi 3 as it was called. And that game wasn't as good. It was probably the best graphically, but it wasn't as good technically. In fact, that game actually went through a very troubled development, because I think they near enough finished the game, and it actually got submitted to magazines to review, and it got such a panning they actually pulled it and pretty much redid most of the game. The game that they ended up with was apparently better than what they originally did come up with, but it's still not as good as the first Revenge of Shinobi. Also spawned other sequels as well. I mean, the official arcade sequel was Shadow Dancer, which I did a Spectrum playthrough the other day of, which is pretty much the same mechanic other than that, but you do actually have a dog companion as well, which you can set on opponents. Also spawned a sequel on the Master System as well. I think it was just Master System only, called Cyber Shinobi, which apparently I've not played, but it's supposed to be a complete pile of crap. But I am going to take a look at it, because I do like the Shinobi series. I think it is a good series as a whole. Now we're on to the first boss here. Now this boss can be a right pain in the arse. I mean, in various versions these fireballs are absolutely huge and impossible to dodge, and they're quite easy on this version, which is good. Also, the boss isn't very mobile. Yeah, this is a lot easier than some other versions, and like I say, the damage I'm taking is a lot more generous as well. You meant to shoot him in the eye, as usually on other versions there's a noticeable flash when you hit him in the eye there. Oh, that was quite easy, that. On to the second level. Ken O has been beaten. And the second boss is a helicopter. I think there's 6 levels in total to the entire game. I'm not sure if all of them made it through to the Master System, because that's quite big for the limitations of the cartridge. This is where your jump comes more into play. It's sometimes a bit awkward to find out which bits you can actually transition up and which bits you can't. More so when you're going downwards actually, because I mean, like that, you've got to do a transition down there just to jump that little gap, which seems ridiculous. There is instances where your magic is handy to use, because the guy laying down there, you have to get right close to him, so you do a melee attack. Speaking of the melee attacks as well, I mean, you just see me pick up a kid there as well, and that said life up, and also the one previously changed my weapon to these annoying grenades, and that's a unique feature to the Master System version, because you just actually got, on the arcade, you just got powered up ninja stars. This you've got to tie a complete different weapon really, and these grenades are absolutely crap. They're like the bastard offspring of the holy fire in Ghouls and Ghosts. Absolute garbage. Unlike Ghouls and Ghosts though, when you die you lose the weapon, thank God. There is supposed to be 4 different types of throwing weapon and 4 different types of melee weapon that you can pick up by rescuing the various children, and there's also supposed to be 6 different ninjutsu magics, but the chances of me getting any of them, because having to complete the bonus stages to get them, is stupid really. So the chances of seeing them are very, very slim, because the bonus stages are pretty hard to get all the enemies before one of them gets you. there's a good variety of enemies as well. You've got the shooting enemies, you've got the enemies, the knife enemies that run towards you. There's been punks. There's the shield guys who generally protect the children. There's been the Spider-Man enemies. You know, it's quite a good range really. And here's the bonus stage. I didn't have a go at it last time because I was looking up on the internet how to do the magic. So let's see how I can do. You obviously transition from the far tier to the near tier and run around a bit more, and then run around a bit on the near tier. Oh, he's got me. I'm not sure if you have to get all of them to get the magic or if you just need to survive the full time limit, but that's probably the last time I'm going to get the bonus stage. So now I'm inside the ship now. Doesn't really look much like a ship. And there we go, there's a new enemy. There's the sword ninja, whose weakness is low attacks. You've got to throw stars at his kneecaps basically. Quite why he wouldn't block them with his sword, I don't know, but there you go. There you see again, I've unlocked the bonus stage again there. Can get to the end of this level. I mean, this was one of the levels when the children were a requirement. That was quite difficult to find all the children because it did sprawl left and right and was multi-tiered. And now that you don't have to collect the children on this version, you can simply just progress to the exit. Good game overall though. Good game from a good series. I think there's only been like one really weak game, and that's Shinobi, which I haven't played, which I think I'm going to do a playthrough in the very near future. Because I'm interested to see why it gets panned so much. Where am I supposed to go now? Oh, this guy's going to be a bit of a pain in the ass to get. And yep. So where do I go now? It's not letting me jump up there. Let's kill this guy. So I turned to the screen and jumped up. Now this is where it's a bit hit and miss now, so I don't know where I can jump up or if I'm supposed to jump down somewhere. Nothing to indicate which are the transition points. Must be over here on these boxes. Oh, there we go. Bit jerky scrolling when it screen moves up. Oh, when the screen moves up there. Oh, you twat. Oh, he's got me. One more hit and I'm dead. Oh no. Now one more hit and I'm dead. Oh no, I'm dead. I think I'll leave it there, guys. So that was Shinobi on the Sega Master System. Thank you very much for watching.